Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for January 25th. January 25th is the 25th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, with 340 days remaining to the end of the year, except for leap years, in which case there are 341 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is fervor. Fervor is a noun that means intensity of feeling or expression. Fervor might also mean intense heat. The word fervor evolves from a Proto-Indo-European root word that meant to boil, to Latin where it meant boiling, passion, ardor, or fury, and then to French where it meant heat, ardor, enthusiasm, or passion. First known use of the word fervor is in the mid-1300s. Fervor. And with that, this is the birthday of Scottish poet Robert Burns, born January 25th, 1759. He was a Scottish poet and lyricist and is considered the national poet of Scotland. Much of his work is written in a Scots dialect of English, but he also wrote in Standard English. He's associated with the Romantic movement, also known for his bluntness. We spoke a few weeks ago about one of his most famous works, Auld Lang Syne, but there are plenty more, and in addition to writing original works, he also collected folk songs from across Scotland and revised them and adapted some of them. He married a woman named Jean Armour, with whom he had 9 children. Those being the times they were, only 3 of them survived to adulthood. Robert Burns may have had a rheumatic heart condition and some other complicating health issues, and he died in 1796 at the age of 37. In those short 37 years, he made such an impact and impression on culture that he is celebrated in such events as Burns Night or at Burns Suppers to this day. Robert Burns. On January 25, 1905, a 3,106-carat diamond was discovered in Pretoria, South Africa. At 3,106 carats, we're talking about just over 621 grams, or a shade over 1.3695 pounds. So between 1 1/4 and 1 1/3 pounds of diamond. A near colorless diamond. It's the largest gem-quality rough diamond ever found to date. It was christened the Cullinan after the owner of the mine, and it has been cut down into 105 smaller stones, which are still freaking huge. The Cullinan Diamond. In 1826, toward the beginning of his career, composer Felix Mendelssohn composed a concert overture, Opus 21, for Shakespeare's play A Midsummer Night's Dream. Some years later, in 1492, he wrote some additional incidental music, Opus 61, for the play. This incidental music includes the part we know as the Wedding March. The first known occasion of this wedding march being used at an actual wedding was in June of 1847, at the wedding of a couple named Dorothy Carew and Tom Daniel in England, but it really became popular for use in weddings when Queen Victoria's eldest daughter, Victoria the Princess Royal, chose it for her wedding when she married Prince Frederick William of Prussia on January 25, 1858. The wedding march has since become one of the most frequently used wedding marches in Western countries. The Wedding March by Felix Mendelssohn. Link in the description. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That playlist lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page. It's called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.